Welcome back to coverage of the NFL Draft Combine.
Ready, ready?
Yeah! You got that!
Ready? Ready?
Oh!
Hold the ready!
Yeah! Woo!
Hot it!
There we go! There we go!
Set
Well
up!
done!
Okay.
Well done!
Hut!
Yes.
Yeah! Woo!
On the set!
Well done! Ow!
Set up!
Yeah.
Uh-huh!
Tag!
That's
Yeah.
the way!
Go!
Woo!
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
Ready, set!
Let's go.
Woo!
Hut!
Woo! Woo!
Yes.
Yeah! Woo!
Ready, ready? Ha, go!
Yeah!
You got that.
Well, this is about what we expected to see from Cap here today. we've got the next generation of NFL stars waiting to hear their names called. And this is shaping up to be one of the most unpredictable first rounds in recent memory.
Big day's finally here. Can't beat that draft night feeling.
Hey, life is good, Natalie. I'm at the NFL draft. Pretty crazy knowing my whole life is about to change.
It is crazy, but you've earned it. And to give you some perspective on this moment and mentorship throughout the season, I brought you a surprise guest who might even help you loosen that death grip you got on your phone.
Oh, you noticed.
Did I? Wow, perfect timing.
Hey, Coach Prime, how you doing, man?
Hey.
What's up, boss?
Hey, Coach Prime is here?
Coach Prime.
Man, you know what? It's really nice to meet you. After seeing what you did at the combine, I knew I had to reach out. Fortunately, we got a mutual friend.
So tell me, right out the gate, any advice for me? I mean, nobody better than Coach Prime to help me take it to the next level.
Well, you got to relax first and foremost. Enjoy the night, but as soon as it's over, we back to work.
And as a two-sport athlete and successful college coach, I think he speaks from experience.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm going to be here to celebrate you, but I'm also going to challenge you. So tell me what you're going to be working on as soon as you hit the facility.
I want to be as well-rounded as possible, which means I got to work on my weaknesses until they become my strengths.
Okay.
Hey, Cap. It's good to have you back in the building.
Good to be back. All right, I think we're all good.
Yeah, all good.
Texans defense ready to go here, the Sunday night opener to this new season. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. A gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Partner, you know when we call it a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down.
Hey, middle. 46-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
The Houston defense back onto the field. They lead 7-0. Trying to put a stop together here as this drive starts with a 1st down. A short throw caught by Andrews. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a 1st down. Jackson going to hold on to it again. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. That'll give him 8 that time. And 3rd and 8 now. Well, for the Ravens, Charles, starting 2023 here at home, you know, for a long time, the future of Lamar Jackson seemed to be kind of up in the air, at least in terms of would he be a Raven. But number 8 is out there, and you can bet that makes a lot of folks happy here in Baltimore.
Starting with Lamar Jackson, who wanted to be a Raven. He didn't want to be anywhere else. Second, how about the head coach, John Harbaugh? Now they'll just retool the offense a little bit, trying to expand upon the talents that Lamar Jackson brings to the table and find their way back to the Super Bowl. And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate
The Texans about ready to go now on defense. They've had the upper hand so far in this first half of play, working with a good lead already as they look to defend this first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throwing is Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
After incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Jackson now. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
Not many Brewers just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd.
The Houston defense back onto the field. And they'll begin by trying to defend a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Yo.
Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to.
The Texans about ready to go now on defense.
No, we changed it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker, making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Will Anderson, that is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Houston defense back onto the field. Jackson going to change things up a bit. Now Jackson throwing to start the drive. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Denzel Perryman with a sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Malik Collins. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
It's 4th down.
The Texans about ready to go now on defense. They've done a really nice job of slowing the tempo of this offense, and as a result, they've got a comfortable third-quarter lead as this next drive begins for... And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense is...
The Houston defense back onto the field. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game. You're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
In motion left is Beckham. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to lead to a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Malik Collins in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback.
The Texans about ready to go now on defense.
Ready? Hey, middle.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end Andrews. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Hey. Middle.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this Texas... The Houston defense back onto the field.
DC, ready?
Now Jackson on 1st down. He finds the rookie, Zay Flowers. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The end result, 21 yards. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustration.
The Texans about ready to go now on defense. They've pitched the shutout here into the 4th quarter. Been sensational. The question, can they finish it off? They'll need to come up with another stop here. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And the Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Denzel Perryman able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. But not only is this defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a... The Houston defense back onto the field. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Jackson. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Jackson from the shotgun. His throw incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
To throw is Jackson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Will Anderson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of.
Hope my mama was watching tonight.
Anyone getting on the sticks tonight?
Yo, I'm game, dude. Let's do it.